Aloha, this is Doña who brews you some nice, sweet and tasty ukulele tutorials. Today we talk about the free thumb stroke. Last week and the week before we already studied some typical Hispanic finger techniques, and this was por arriba, which means from the top. If you do not know it, please stop that video and practice that the kind of strumming technique. The next one was the por medio and not medico. Maybe I'm too sick at the moment. I'm still thinking about doctors. This is the reason why I said medico. But sorry for my bad wording. The real word was por medio, which means the middle. So if you haven't seen this, stop that video and practice this kind of strumming technique. So today we use the first kind of typical flamenco strumming technique also in a classical guitar, which is the free thumb strum. So check the next look. I will put the video a little bit closer to my ukulele and we practice this together, because this practice felt off my ukulele planet, and if I would have practiced this since last year I started it, my improvements would be high. Now they are low. So let's start together to be better. Here we go. So the typical hand or thumb position is that the thumb is a little bit further to the other fingers, so, and that you can grip with the IMA, the index, middle and ring finger, the first string. So you have a control where the thumb is, because you rest on the first string, and it is easier for your thumb to stay in the perfect position. And now you start strumming with your thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you try it, you see, because of the rest of your fingers on the first string, you have a steady and safe feeling to practice this kind of free strum with your thumb. Then go to the third string and practice this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you play with the flash of your thumb. And you can also do a changing strum, so from the fourth to the third string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that kind of practice seems boring, but if I would have done it since last year where I started it and forgotten it after 3 weeks and it felt from my ukulele planet, I would have high improvements, because you feel more safe and under control of the ukulele. Why do I say rest with your 3 fingers on the first string? Normally this technique comes from guitar and you rest on the 4 highest strings of the guitar and you have your 2 bass strings, which we don't have. We have only 4 strings. So this is the reason why I said rest on the first string. Okay, let's practice again. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And changing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Be patient. I study it with you together because it felt off my Yuki planet, and I hope we both, or you all my lovely students, we get better as soon as we can. Next week, we learn the apoyando technique, which means the rest stroke technique, first with the thumb, and we go tiny steps weekly further and further to get better, because focus lies on one thing, then the next thing. See you soon, love you, and if you are interested in PDFs, MP3, and many more things, gonna get my Patreon.